Good morning, everyone. A very warm and inspiring morning to one and all present here. Estimated dignitaries on the dais, respected faculty members, eminent speakers, dear participants, and my fellow students. I, Supriya HG from the Department of Library and Information Science, Bangalore North University, Kolat. I feel truly honored and privileged to welcome you all to this one-day national level symposium on women empowerment in digital India at 2047. Today's symposium is a significant initiative jointly organized by the Department of Botany, Chemistry, and Library and Information Science under the esteemed aegis of PM Usha organizers in the Bangalore North University, Kolar. In a world moving rapidly towards 2047, India's independence, empowerment comes not just from the opportunity, but from access, awareness, and digital literacy.
Gauri Hridaya Nandanaya Gaurabhanu Sutaya Gauri Ganeshwaraya Gauri Pranayaya Gauri Pravanaya Gaurabhavaya Dhimahi Goshahasraya Govardhanaya Gopagopaya Dhimahi Gunatitaya Gunaditaya Gunapravishthaya Dhimahi Ekadantaya Vakratundaya Gauritanayaya Dhimahi Gajeshanaya Balachandraya Shri Ganeshaya Dhimahi Ekadantaya Vakratundaya Gauritanayaya Dhimahi Gajeshanaya Balachandraya Shri Ganeshaya Dhimahi. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, Mohit. Give a big applause to Mohit. It's so soothing, and thank you for beautiful song, Mohit. To begin this remarkable day, I now invite Dr. Manjunath M. Sir, Faculty of the Library and Information Science, Bangalore North University, Kolar, to deliver the welcome address and set the symposium. Sir, the stage is yours. Over to you, sir.
Namaste BNU. Happy morning everyone. I welcome you all this national level symposium on women empowerment in digital India 2047. On behalf of the Department of Chemistry, Department of Botany, Department of Library and Information Science. Today's gathering stands as a celebration of knowledge collaboration and the vision of a progressive digitally empowered India, where women lead, innovate and shape the nation's future. It is my honor to welcome our chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Suresh Gange, IFLA Commonwealth Professional Fellow and University Library in Gulbarga University. Sir, your contribution is to the field of information science, digital literacy, library collection, and academic quality enhancement inspired countless scholars and professionals across the country. You are expertise in the global digital network and initiatives empowering students and research scholars in digital space. We are truly grateful for your gracious presence and look forward to your enlightful keynote address. We welcome you, sir. It is my privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to the symposium, our Vice Chancellor Niranjan Vanalli sir, Register Administration Sridhar sir, Register Evaluation Loknath sir, and Finance Officer Vasant sir. We are welcome them in their absentia. I take this opportunity to welcome our esteemed director, Professor Kumudha Madam. We are delighted to have you with us today. Your presence is our great encouragement and appreciate your leadership guidance, continuous support towards the growth and success of this university. We welcome you, ma'am. I would like to welcome our PM Usha, Nodal Officer and Coordinator of Department of Political Science, Dr. Ramesh sir. We welcome you, sir. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed resource persons, Dr. Bishwajit Paul, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Bangalore University, Bangalore. We welcome you, sir. Now I would like to welcome Vidyasagar CC, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. Sir, we heartily welcome you too, sir. It is my privilege to extend my hearty welcome to Sri Navy, HOD Clinical Nutrition and Diabetes, Assistant Professor and Zoology, BMS College of Women, Bangalore. We welcome you, ma'am. Now I would like to welcome Professor Shubha, Dr. Shubha, Principal and Professor, Department of Botany, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, Bangalore. We welcome you, ma'am. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Hemavati N. Madam, First Associate Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Tumkur University, Tumkur. We welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Savitri Madam, Librarian. We are heartily welcoming you, ma'am. Your expertise, experience, and insights are valuable to the success of this event. We appreciate the time and effort you have taken with us and share your knowledge. Your contributions will guide all the participants toward the greater understanding and learning. We welcome you all the resource persons. Now I would like to welcome all the faculty members, research scholars, delegates, and students from the various institutions. We welcome you all. I express my appreciation to the organizing committee for their hard work and dedication to making this event possible. We are confident that today's session will be insightful, engaging, and inspiring each of us. Thank you, everyone. We welcome you once again, organizing committee. Once again, I would like to welcome you all wholeheartedly. Thank you for being here. Value this gathering. Let us look forward to the memorable and productive event ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I welcoming Dr. Manjunath, sir, HOD of the Library and Information Department. Give a big applause to this, please. Give a energy while giving your applauses, okay? And again, welcoming HOD of the Chemistry Department, Mangala ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And I will directly welcome Qadirullah Sharif, Department of Botany.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, to symbolize knowledge, enlightenment, and the beginning of the special journey, we move to the lighting of the lamp ceremony. I kindly our esteemed dignitaries and respected faculty members to come forward and join in the lighting of the lamp. So, music. Are you? What sound? It's okay. Come. It's okay, come.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं सम्पदः
Now we are moving with a great respect and anticipation. I invite Dr. Suresh Jangi, sir, to grace the stage and address this gathering. Sir, it's over to you, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Niranjana Vanelli, Guest of Honor, Sri Vasant Kumarji, Finance Officer, Professor Lokanath, Registrar Evaluation, Sri C.N. Sridhar, Registrar, Academic and Syndicate Council members, the most dynamic PM Usha coordinator, Dr. Ramesh M.N. and Professor D. Kumudu Madam, Professor and Director of this campus. The young and most powerful faculty who are organizing secretaries, particularly Dr. Manjunath M. from Department of Library Information Science, Sri Khader Ullah Sharif from Botany, Dr. Mangalavati from Chemistry Department. Various invited speakers from different strata, particularly Dr. Biswajit Paul, Dr. Vidyasagar, Dr. Sri Ranjini, Dr. Shubha, Dr. Hemavati, esteemed teaching and non-teaching faculty, students, research scholars, invitees, and my dear friends. I am blessed to be in this part of Bengaluru North Campus for the first time, that too because of Dr. Manjunath. Thank you, Manjunath, for inviting me to be in this part of Bengaluru North Campus. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ KGF ಯಶ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಮೂವಿ? ಓ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I wish to congratulate the organizers and the entire team for organizing this particular theme of the conference, that is Women Empowerment in Digital India at 2047, which indicates the fact that the role played by women in the current 21st century, the role played by women in all aspects of our life, especially for the social, economical, political, cultural, and educational development of the nation. I think this is one best theme that you have organized, sir. Normally, when I look from the angle of botany, chemistry, or library science, यार ये कैसा हो गया, ये थीम आपने चूज किया है? Because woman is a power. Okay, and seeing the conditions here, यार 70-80% तो हमारा ಬಂಗಾರದ ಹುಡುಗಿಯರಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಪ್ರಾಬೆಬಲಿ ಆದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಥೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. From the perspective of NAC, especially the administrators like Kumudi Madam or Dr. Ramesh ji, sir, this is going to be a value addition for a NAC process under the criteria 7.1, that is on institutional values and social responsibility. So there it says that what is the contribution by the university towards the empowerment of a woman, towards gender equity. 50 marks ಇದೆ, 50 marks. Out of that, 5 marks are specifically for this particular thing. I think when you go for a next cycle, the 5 marks are pakka, because the theme is woman empowerment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in this fascinating time of a change and a promise. Change is always the order of the day. Change is always for the betterment of the society. Darwin's theory says that it is not the strongest species on the earth who survives, but it is the man or a woman who is going to manage the change effectively, then only they can survive. ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಕುಣಿಯಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕುಣಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. We have to change according to the situation. If you do not change, then you will be left away. If you see, sir, under COVID-19, after COVID-19, probably there are a lot of drastic changes that we can see. Maybe in our lifestyle, a lot of changes in our academic and research institutions, lot of changes in each and every aspects of our social, cultural, economical life. The life has totally changed because of this information and communication technology. That's why it is a digital India. Information and communication technology has been the greatest innovation of mankind, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally. We all have been making use of this technology in your college, in your university, in your learning, in your teaching, in your research, in your extension activity. Without technology, there cannot be any development. That's why this theme signifies the fact that this technology is very much required. That's why women empowerment in digital India yet 2047. Year 2047 तो बहुत दूर है, अभी तो 2025. Already we have been successfully employing all sorts of technologies in each and every aspect of our life and in each and every component of our learning and teaching and research activity, isn't it? So this today, the woman is a veto power, okay? She has been playing a very important role right from the domestic life to support their family, to what? to the extent of landing on moon. Dr. Kalpana Chawla, who have done? It is a woman. Howdalri? So woman is playing a very, very significant role in the national development. So that's why it is said that there is no force on the earth which is as powerful as woman. Woman kinta ಶಕ್ತಿಶಾಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಷ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿಶಾಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಪ್ತೀರಾ? ಒಪ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಹೊರ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಬಂಗಾರದ ಹುಡುಗರು. ಒಪ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ? ಒಪ್ಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ವುಮೆನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಓಕೆ. So that is a Matru Shakti. That is our Mother India. Okay. Therefore, women has been playing a very significant role for the empowerment of progress of a nation. In fact, Dr. Mahatma Gandhi ji has said that, the development of a nation depends upon, and it is measured successfully based upon the conditions of a woman in the country, based upon the empowerment of a woman, right? So the progress of India depends upon what? It depends upon enlightenment and participation of a woman in the process of social justice, in the process of education, in the process of a legal system, in the process of economic self-reliance, and in almost all aspects of our life. Further, Dr. Mahatma Gandhi ji has said that, see, men and women are two equal components. They should play very important role. They should support each other with faith. Then only we can create a Rama Raja. ರಾಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಇಬ್ರು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಂಡ. And the phrase, the woman in digital India. What is the woman in digital India? See, the importance of woman in the digital landscape, wherein the woman is playing an important role in the involvement which is driven by technology. So why they said women empowerment in digital India? Because the technology has to be optimally utilized for digital literacy, for digital employment, digital access to information. That's why this is a digital India. This is the era which is a digital India. Nothing but it's a flagship which has been launched by our great Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, during 2015, 10 years back. Why? Because they wanted to empower the digital society with knowledge, with information, with the empowerment of a society. And in fact, the Constitution of India, under the preamble itself, particularly the Article 14 says gender equity. That shows how much importance has been given since the Constitution to the current of digital India. That is the power of a woman which are playing a very, very important role. Then what is the clear focus of Viksit Bharat at 2047? Viksit Bharat, what is that? Viksit Bharat is nothing but a developed इंडिया when 2047 नहीं यार, वो तो बहुत दूर है, अभी हम लोग डेवलप हुए हैं. See, there is no problem with the technology, there is no problem with any scheme that has been launched by government of India or a state government. The problem lies with the implementers who implement the technology, who implement the initiatives. There is a problem. As such, there is no problem with any of the system. Okay, so that is there with this focus of Viksit Bharat, which focus on infrastructure development, social welfare, economic development, and environment importance. Okay, more importantly, the focus of Viksit Bharat is again gender equity, gender equal importance to be given to women in all spheres of life. What are the four pillars of this Viksit Bharat is? One is Yuva, Bangarada Makkalu, Yuva, young generation is the first. Second is what? It is a farmer, Annadata. Okay. And third one, is a garibi. Rural means poor people. Last but not the least is what? That is a Mahila, Nari Shakti. Nari Shakti, Parama Shakti. Okay? They have been playing important role in almost all sectors of life, including education, industries, corporate sector. You name any field there, they are there. That is the funda of women. Okay? Even, sir, United Nations, that's the sustainable development goal. Nimgella gottirbeku, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 are there. The 5th goal is gender equity. Andre, we should give importance to empower the woman. Okay, that is the beauty of a woman. That's why probably these 3 gentlemen from the 3 departments have organized this team. Okay, ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ವುಮನ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮೆನ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ನನ್ನ ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಹುಡುಗರು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಪಕ್ಕ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಗೌಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿಗೆ, ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ದಬಾಕಿದೀಪ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಏನ್ ದಬಾಕಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಕೀಟ್ ದಬಾಕಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ men and women are the 2 sides of a same coin, are the 2 pillars of the society. Men cannot achieve without women, women cannot achieve with men. That we need to understand. Chappale sumne we should demand. Okay, that's the thing. Men and women are equal in all aspects of our life. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? It is said that for every successful man there is a woman. For every successful woman there is a ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಣ್ಣ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. For every successful of a woman there is another woman. ಇದೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? that is there. भैया बहनों, महिलाएं न केवल घर की शोभा बढ़ाती है बल्कि वो देश की ताकत होती है. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ನಿಜವಾದ ಸಮಾಜದ ಒಂದು ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗಳು. ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೇಡ್, ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಗಂಡ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿದು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, and see probably yake we are giving so much importance to women because hundreds of years we have not given much importance to women. It is basically men dominated, but after independence probably slowly now in fact women are overtaking us. So men and women are 2 sides of a same coin. If you see 1950s probably ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಶೋಷಣೆ ಬಹಳ ಇತ್ತು. Even during that period also the great leaders like Sosam Rani Lakshmi Bai, Kittur Rani Chennamma, then Sarojini Naidu, Annie Besant, the first doctor in India, Savitri Bai Phule, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು they have played a very important role in protecting and advocating their importance and protecting their life, especially women rights ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, social justice ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ education field ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. And there is a lot of transformation if you trace the history of mankind. ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ earlier it was marriages were made at the early age. Now minimum 21 plus, right? So that's the beauty. And literacy rate, it was during 1950s there was just 7%. Probably now it is 77%. Right? So the lot of even the maternity death rate, especially health sector, okay, there were tons around 10,000 means, or if there are some 10,000 birth are there means minimum 25% of death will be there. But it's now it's around 1 lakh, maybe around 97, which shows that there is an improvement. There is a legal awareness, there is a health awareness, there is a political awareness among women in the country, right? And you must have seen Operation Sindoor. ಯಾರು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರವಾಗ? Men, shabash. Men are there tarapana. Who hen makru yaar maddu? There are two commandants. One is Vamori Singh. Okay, another lady is Sophia Qureshi. They played a very important role even in Operation Sindoor. Hen makru should be proud of it, yeah. And now big shots, IAS, IPS, there are so many people like Kiran Bedi, Shalini Rajneesh, madam, okay. Now corporate sector like Dr. Sudha Murthy, madam, Kiran Majumdar. There are all big women leaders in the country who are really dominating not only India, but dominating the world. Even if you see your universities, if you just have a survey at university level, sir, finance officer, registrar, vice chancellor, all big positions have been occupied by women. Madam is a director. Okay, that is because of the power of a woman. So that is what actually the funda. Today, this digital technology. So I want to talk more about digital technology, but I will reduce it, women empowerment, because since students are there, I will try to focus more on students' empowerment, maybe a men or women. How Dala? Okay, I think this is enough, especially for when digital empowerment of a woman is concerned, right? Digital empowerment means technological empowerment, okay? Then digital literacy program, online pre-education, so far means so many technological tools are there which we can really do it. Sitting at your home, you can complete any master's course because there are MOOCs are there, NPTEL are there, isn't it? So a lot of things you can do as a woman sitting at home, right? Irrespective of men and women, and especially since there are academic and research professors are there here, they should play a very important role in learning, teaching, and research activity. And one of our research person was also talking about the one nation, one subscription. See, for any university, what are required? See, it's all important. Is strong infrastructure is very much required. Okay, so when it comes to access to information is a basic necessity of life. Information is a fourth need of human beings after air, water, food, and shelter. Right? To empower the woman, to empower the men, to empower the faculty, what is required? Right information to the right user at the right time. Who provide that? It is the librarians, library professional who are dealing with the entire gamut of knowledge. We have the passion of identifying, selecting, acquiring, maintaining, and disseminating information to the society. We are there to empower you with the information. That is the beauty. Today, sir, one of the faculty, sir, we have access to one nation, one subscription, which is launched from January 1 of 2025, which comprise of 13,000 journals from the major publishers like Elsewhere, Springer, Taylor and Francis, Cambridge University Press, Oxford University Press. Here, funda. जो भी आप नाम बोलो वो journal is available, and this is given to each and every university, each and every colleges. They are spending crores together for amount. For 3 years, we will have access to plenty of journals. You need not spend a single penny from the university for accessing a journal. That is the greatest contribution for the empowerment of digital India in the current 2025 year. But unfortunately, majority of them are not aware. Even if they are aware, how to access is a challenge. Who has to play important role? Again, it is the information professional. Sir, just for your information, you need not create any login password individually because you are working in the university. It is a IP enabled access will be there. The publisher IP will be hooked to your campus network, and whoever have access to those network, they will have automatic access to one nation, one subscription. 13,000 journals you can access to support your learning, teaching, and research activity. Okay, that is the beauty of knowledge empowerment in this 21st century. Okay, of course, from the library aspect, there are plenty are there. Like, everyone wanted to publish their article. Nivella students idira, master degree otta idira. So you develop a habit of publishing your article. And when it comes to faculty, from the perspective of NAC, everyone wanted to publish their article in Scopus. They want to publish article in Web of Science Index Journal only. Yeah, itna easy nahi hota hai. I know that. Of course, science people, they are publishing more in Scopus. When it comes to social science or commerce and management, the percentage of publication of their article in Scopus or Web of Science Index Journal is very less. Earlier it was a UGC care, wo to nikal diye wo log. Okay, now for that, again, it is a empowerment from the librarian side that we should conduct author workshop, we should conduct scholarly publishing process, where to publish, how to publish, why to publish. So those all funda we learn in the library and information science. Okay, there are so many other things are there. Coming to our Bangarada Makkal Salvagi nan matadlikke icha padtene, yakandre nimdi empowerment nama deshada empowerment. See my younger generation. So this is a golden period. You are all pursuing master's degree. These 2 years is a golden period which you have to optimize. ಈ 2 ವರ್ಷ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಬೆಳೆದರೆ that will give you a strength. ಇದು ಒಂದು 2 years ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಾವು ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you will repent later. Okay, after master degree, if you don't perform well, after master degree, if you don't pass net or set, if you don't do any PhD, then there will be a problem. You will repent. ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೌಕರಿ ನೈತೋ ಚೋಕರಿ ಬಿ ನೈ ಮಿಲೇಗಾ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಪ್ಪ ಅಣ್ಣಂದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ 2 years you should optimally utilize the time. You should, whatever the teaching faculty they teach you, learn with pleasure. Okay, notes tagolli, keli, question kele, habit hakolli, then go to the library, make use of all the sources available. Don't waste that time. That is the funda of current empowerment of all of you. That's why, so you are the architect of your own destiny. Nobody will come and say, Nadepa ni nam relative idya, ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. Empowerment should happen from your own ಮನಸ್ಸು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. These 2 years of master degree is a commitment, dedication, hard work you should do. Getting a first rank or a second rank, that's not important. What is important is your knowledge empowerment. ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಂಗರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಚಾನ್ಸ್. 10 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾವೆ, 7 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ, 10 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 7 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಗಲ್ಲ ರೀ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ every concept that is being taught, that is being available in the syllabus. Okay, you should make a proper use of this golden time in your life. Okay, and of course today, see, life is full of uncertainty. We do not know what is going to happen. Life is short and sweet, so we should prove that we are worth living. We have contributed something for our life, for our academic, for our parents, for our teachers, for our institution. ಆ ಒಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಛಲ ಬೇಕು, ಗುರಿ ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಗುರಿ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗುರಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಜನ ಏನನ್ಬೇಕು, ಹುಚ್ಚ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವೇನ್ IAS ಆಗ್ತಾನೋ, ಇವೇನ್ KS ಆಗ್ತಾನೋ, ಇವನೇ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಜನರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಗುರಿ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನಿಮ್ ಗುರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಜನರು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗುರಿ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಹುಚ್ಚಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅಂತ ಸಾಧನೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗೋಲ್. Empowerment for your students. You are all very brilliant people. So definitely you will come up in your life and empower yourself with information, yourself with the technology. Okay, that is there. And only as a library professional, it's also my duty to say that you have to use plenty of resources in the library. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ. ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಡೌರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಫಂಗೈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡೋದಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೆಫರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಈಚ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್, ಫಾರ್ ಈಚ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಆಫ್ 5 to 6 books. Okay, and you also refer the habit of reading journals, because what is the difference between journal and a book? Book is what? Conceptual. Journal contains current information that you have to develop right now to become knowledge society. Adu odwa habit hakari. See, today library is not traditional. Yeah, today you name any damn information, we will be able to provide you by just a push of a button. Okay, see, today technological revolutions are happening in a library, which do not only print research of books, so journals, so encyclopedia, handbook, these are all plenty are. In addition to that, we have electronic books, electronic journals, online databases, plenty are available. You have to use the service of the library for your knowledge empowerment. Okay, I'm sure you will make a use of it. In addition to that, technology means like you are all well versed with the technology. WhatsApp group ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, WhatsApp ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, Facebook ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, Twitter ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. But have you ever accessed National Digital Library of India? It is one of the portal which is initiated by Central Government of India. Okay, so there you will get 4 crores of document, 4 ಕೋಟಿ ಅಂತ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು, ಜರ್ನಲ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಮ್ಯಾಗಝೀನ್ಸ್, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. You do one thing, you are all using WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, उसको थोड़ा गोली मारो. You go to mobile, even you go to Play Store, you type under Play Store National Digital Library of India. Just when it opens, there is a app, there is a mobile app. Download that app and get yourself registered. You will get 4 crores of documents free. Here, what is the funda? See, this is how technology. ಡಿಜಿಲಾಕರ್ ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆನ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್. ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? at least few people you try, because it's very much mandatory to support you. Especially you are all preparing for competitive examination, LIC exam irbekku, BSRE, KAS, IAS, KPS, NDA, there are plenty. Okay, so you want to prepare for that, so their materials are available. And after master degree you have to pass compulsory net set or a case set, right? New set to net ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you won't become assistant professor like these gentlemen or ladies, right? So even it's normal nowadays. What is happening, sir, that unique feature of library is we have a separate department called competitive and resource center, which is a part of library. In our Gulbarga University, very very big hall of this size, we keep all types of competitive examination. You name any competitive examination, NDA, GD, whatsoever, net to set to JRF, ISO, KSO, BSRB, railway, any name any competitive books, including general knowledge, that is available. And our library is full. If you do it, now you are all doing, you have to prepare simultaneously for a competitive examination. So do it. Go to the library, use it. If you don't have, ask Manjunath, he will get for you. That is how we have to make a real empowerment on this society. Okay, more importantly, especially for a younger generation, for real empowerment is personality development. Jada shanatan jaan ko khatra. ನಾವು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬಹಳ ಶಾಣೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಾಗ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಬೀಟ್ ಜಪಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ರೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆನೆ ನಾವು ರೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ very much important, especially for students. It is not the dressing style yaar. So personal development andre ಏನು ಸರ್, ಶೂ ಬೂಟು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಮಂಗೆ. ಹಮ್ ಕಾಲೆ ಹೈ ಮಗರ್ ದಿಲ್ವಾಲೆ ಹೈ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೂಟು ಬೂಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the way you talk to your elders, the way you talk to your teacher, the way you speak to your friends, that is the attitude that matters a lot. ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ರಿ, प्यार से हम दुनिया प्यार से जीतना चाहिए ಪ್ರೀತಿಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ದೊಡ್ಡವರಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಅನ್ನದಾತರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು So our attitude by that's a personal development. When you enter into the hall, you should come with that style, physical movement irtadalla that shows nodappa heng dimaag ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾನಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹಂಗ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. That is a personality development. Your style is very important. Your approach is very important. Life ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ರೀ, okay, see very short and sweet. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ಯಾರ್ ಸೆ ಜೀನಾ ಚಾಹಿಯೆ, ಮೊಹಬ್ಬತ್ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದ್ವೇಷ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಂದಾನ, ಇವ್ನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಎನಿವನ್ ಯಾರ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಜಗತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಯುನೀಕ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಾಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓದೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯುವರ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಂದು ಗುರಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ಸಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. when I am pursuing my master degree, I will pass net or set. That is a guri, that is a target you need to have. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇವಾಗ. ತಿಳಿತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೌ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಸಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರೀಜನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್. ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿ ನೋ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವ್ರು ಇದ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದವನಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಕನ್ನಡ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಯು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇದೀನಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅದ ಇರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಮೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಅದರ್ ದನ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. Even in Karnataka also, when you go to any of the corporate sector for an interview, then they will not ask you Karnataka, they will ask in English. You have to improve your English also. You are from botany, you are from chemistry, you are from library science. If you want to pursue master degree in abroad under British High Commission, Nam Ramesh sir idare. I think one of the good things that you have done during that period is degree college students were sent to British UK for I think almost 1 month, sir. Right? So you need English language also. Try to grab the English. Try to read the newspaper. Whenever you get any difficulty in word, note down there and go to the dictionary. Improve your vocabulary. That plays a very important role. Communication is something that's very important. You need Kannada, Hindi, English. So that's how we can live in almost all part of our life. The reason is why I'm telling you is when I did my first job at Hyderabad Department of Electronics. So there it is purely Andhra, like Telugu style. Telugu also we should learn. Hindi, English will be there. Now then I moved to Tata Institute of Social Science, Bombay. There also Marathi we should learn. Means Hindi, English is a substitute for your regional language. That's why at least English being an international level, because after master degree, if you want to pursue your PhD or say any higher qualification in UK, USA or Germany, you have to pass IELTS exam, English language proficiency exam irutte. If you want to have a training for a 3 months or a 6 months, maybe Japan language or German language or whatsoever language, Goethe Institute is there in Bangalore. Try to do it. Andre, what is something hatke? See, I am a sociology, I am an economist. You cannot confine only to one area, yaar. You should be something hatke, something different, something X factor. Learn some different language out of passion. You may not be going to Japan, but if you learn Japan language, nothing wrong. That's how, because there are the institute of importance are available in India. That is the empowerment of a society. To empower you, there are plenty of things that is available. Only thing is we are underutilized or we are not aware. Even if we are aware, we lack interest. Then badappa, you are going women empowerment. ಅವನೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಡೆ ಬಾತೆ ವಡಪಾವ್ ಖಾತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನ, ನೌಕರಿ ಅದಾಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅದಾವ ಬಂದ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಂತ. ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಸಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ ಅಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಟು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೇ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೀ. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ values of life bhಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. Your respect to teachers, your respect to parents. Okay, that is very important. Okay, in this, value of life is not based upon how much you learn, but how much you respect to others, how much you contribute to the society. Finally, last but not the least, I will conclude with a short note. Keep smiling. हंसते रहो, हंसते रहो, कभी हंसते रहो. पागल अंतरंतरे अल्लाह नंगिल्ला. हंसते रहो, always be happy. Okay, with this, बिंदास मुस्कुराओ. क्यों बिंदास मुस्कुराना चाहिए? क्योंकि गम है जिंदगी में, टेंशन किसको कम है ना? अच्छा या बुरा तो सिर्फ भरम है. जिंदगी का नाम ही कभी खुशी कभी गम. अमिताभ बच्चन. That's what. Always love your life, because we are lucky that we are born on this earth. Okay, we should contribute for the development of the society. We should empower. Just mere saying that India will rule the entire world, nothing will happen. We should rule. Individually, you all should rule means you should empower with knowledge, empower with digital technology, empower with social life. You should develop in all aspects of our life. Okay, socially, economically, politically, culturally, educationally. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. With this, I acknowledge with high sense of gratitude to all the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this Bangalore University campus. ಈ ಒಂದು ಬಂಗಾರದ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ನೀವು ಕರೆಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your enlightening words. We are truly grateful for your presence and guidance. ನೀವು ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ sir read your welcome address. I thought that you are in the international somewhere. You read and you came for an sir.
Public matters.
Okay, sir, but
Public matters become effective only when you understand it.
yeah, sir, sure.
Ha,
sir.
Thank you, my dear students.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you so much. And we are moving with this positive energy. We now continue with the technical session, discussion, and insights that with guidance towards understanding and shaping the future of women empowerment in digital India. Dear participants, we will now be moving into the department track sessions. Kindly take a notes of venue. The chemistry department session will be held in this auditorium only, and the botany department session will be scheduled in the room number 8, and the library and information science department session take place in computer lab. Once again, the chemistry department session will be held in this auditorium. The botany department session scheduled in the room number 8, and the library and information science department takes place in the computer lab. So I request all the participants once.
Now I request Kumudha madam to speak few words.
Very good morning to all. So respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculties and dear students. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪೋಸಿಯಂ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೀನೋಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಆದಂಥ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಜಂಜೆ ಅವರು ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಂಗಾರದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Which is nothing but the initial stage of empowerment of our younger generation. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾವೇನೀಗ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ 2047 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್. ನಾವು ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ವುಮೆನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೆನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ 3 ದಿನದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಪೋಸಿಯಂ, ಅಂಡ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಂಪೋಸಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀತಿರೋದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ, what we call it as inclusion, development and growth which promotes the development of the economy and lead to the what we call it and what we anticipate digital India 1947 to 2047. So what we have to see here is that how best we are. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್ ನಾವು ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗಳು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹಂತದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಅವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್. ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಸ್. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವೆಷ್ಟು ಬದಲಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಯಾವ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸರಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇಂಜನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ourselves, our family, our community, our atmosphere, and then we can reach to the greater height, what we call it as the digital India. So I hope that you all will be enjoying today's symposium. There will be lots of inputs and you'll be imparted with the immense knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and a great success today. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your inspiring words. And one thing we have to remember, this is not a Kali Yuga, this is a knowledge yuga. Once again, I repeat, this is not a Kali Yuga, this is a knowledge yuga. Yaru ಜ್ಞಾನ, ವಿದ್ಯೆ, ವಿನಯ, ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿಗೆ, ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ತಮ್ಮ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೋ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆದಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವಗಳನ್ನ ರೂಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಡೀತಾರೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಆಗಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಾಗಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ನಡತೆ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೂ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಐ ನೌ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ವಂದನಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಟ್ನಿ ಟು ಕೈಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ ದ ವೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್.
Good morning to one and all. It's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this wonderful occasion. Bengaluru North University, Suvarana Gange campus, Mangasandra, Department of Botany, Chemistry and Library and Information Science and Aegis of PM Usha scheme organizing one-day national level symposium on women empowerment and digital India at 2047. First and foremost, I extend our heartful gratitude towards our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Niranjana Vanali sir. I thank them in their absence, and we are immensely grateful to our guest of honors, Sri C.N. Sridhar, Registrar in Super Timescale, Bengaluru North University, Professor N. Lokanath, Registrar in Evaluation, Bengaluru North University, Sri Vasant Kumar B.V., Finance Officer, Bengaluru North University. I thank them in their absence and thank them for their constant encouragement and support towards academic initiative like this. Our deep sense of appreciation goes to our chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Suresh Gange sir, IFLA and Commonwealth Professional Fellow, University and Library and Director, IQAC, Gulbarga University for delivering an insightful and inspiring keynote address that set a meaningful tone for today's symposium. We also wholeheartedly thank Professor D. Kumuda ma'am, Professor and Director, Suvarana Gange Campus, Bengaluru North University, and Dr. Ramesh MN, Associate Professor and Nodal Officer, PM Usha, for their constant guidance and for being instrumental in the success of this program. Our sincere thanks to all the eminent speakers of botany, zoology, chemistry, and library and information science who enriching today's sessions with their knowledge. Dr. Bishwajit Paul, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Bengaluru University, Bangalore. Dr. Vidyasagar Sisi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. Dr. Sriranjini V, HOD, Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics, Assistant Professor, Zoology, BMS College for Women, Bengaluru. Dr. Shubha, Principal and Professor of Department of Botany, Government First Grade College, Vijayanagar, Bengaluru. Dr. Hemavati BN, Associate Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Tumkuru University, Tumkuru. Each of you added tremendous value to this symposium through your insightful presentations. I extend my warm appreciation to our dedicated organizing secretaries, Dr. Manjunath M, Department of Library, Dr. Mangalavati, Department of Chemistry, Mr. Kadir Ullah Sharif, Department of Botany. A special thanks to the members of the organizing committee, faculty from the Department of Chemistry, Botany, Library and Information Science who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a grand success. We also thank Mr. Imran Pasha sir, Coordinator, PM Usha Cell, for coordinating and providing all necessary support. To all faculty members, research scholars, students, and participants from various institutions, your active involvement and enthusiasm made this symposium truly meaningful. Finally, our heartfelt thanks to all the non-teaching staff, technical team, media friends, and volunteers for their support in ensuring the smooth conduct of this event. Once again, I thank each one of you for your presence and participation. We look forward to meeting you in our future academic endeavors. I measure the progress of community with the degree of progress women have achieved. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Vandana. Thank you so much. And everybody's have tea break now. Once you finished with, you have to assemble in your allotted rooms. Once done with your sessions, I request all the participants, once completed with the research, we kindly request everyone assemble back with this auditorium for the concluding sessions of the symposium. So you have a tea break, have it and come. Okay, thank you so much.
It means that you do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. This is what mostly the woman scientist does. And that's the trail that I'm talking about. And it is told by Ralph Emerson. But the idea is this, that I wanted to leave with you some role models, especially the woman scientist who has kept a trail like that. Okay. So I think, so with that, the idea I just want to keep forward with you. Does anybody know any of them here? Any remotely connected with anyone? So I deliberately made the space small so that you cannot see that, what is written there. So all these women are the first in something. So for example, this particular woman is Anandamayi Joshi. She is first who studied in Western medicine, meaning that she was a person who went all the way to the Western world and learned the Western medicine, which we call MBBS nowadays. Similarly, all of them are first. Few of them I picked in the discussion as I go forward. But the overall theme is they are the first one and we still don't know them. And that is something really very bad for us. So they are mostly a scientist. Either they have gone into physics or to chemistry or to space, any particular disciplines that we are going to touch upon. This set of women has actually did it. For example, the last woman, this Rajeshwari Chatterjee, she's the one who first was an engineer in our country, first woman engineer of our country. So they're all first and we don't know them. So as I was going through, so I was just, you receive so many WhatsApp messages nowadays. And that's where one of the WhatsApp message I got about R.K. Lakshman. So R.K. Lakshman is a very famous person in terms of his cartoon that he used to write in Times of India. And he created a person called a common man who is there. And every time he highlights something about the common man, what are the problems they face. Okay, sometimes they face, there is no electricity, there is no water. Similarly, somebody asked him that question, that why you have only common man. So he gave this unique way of his answer. You see, women can never be common. So that's the point I wanted to highlight, that the scientists or the women who are going to talk, they're not really common. They're very, very unconventional. They have created a trail for us to follow. Okay, and it seems that R.K. Lakshman's great-granddaughter is now starting something called Common Woman, but it did not happen yet. I still searched in the internet, it's not there. There is a discussion going on that. So as a chemist, this is our sort of our bread and butter, meaning this is where we all start, the periodic table. And when I was looking through all that, I did not know many women scientists are there in the periodic table. So if you look around, you will not find more than 10 in the periodic table. And how many elements are there in the periodic table? So you see the number, and still we are not having. But when I look into deeper, you will find many women scientists contributed. But we don't really highlight them in that way. So the point of the discussion is, there are many people who contributed. Few of them we know. For example, on the top left, there is Madame Curie. And Madame Curie has got recently a element named after her called curium, which is denoted as Cm. Similarly, many such scientists have contributed for each element. That is our board from where we pick elements to do any work. So I am from organic chemistry background. I use mostly carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogens, which are the elements that you find in the periodic table. Similarly, many such elements which has been devised, and there are a lot of huge contribution by the women scientists. Sometimes the contribution came up, sometimes the contribution did not came. So that's the point I wanted to say. Many places they are there, but it became invisible, and for various reasons. And one of the reason is they are not highlighted. For some way, they always get in the background. So I had a PowerPoint slides, but it's a new, it's a PDF now, so it's all coming up at one go. But the question was, you know all of the scientists, I'm sure, but maybe few you may not know. But I'm sure you did not know this person who is on the right-hand side, right? I'm going to talk about her more. But the idea was that we start by talking about great researchers like APJ Abdul Kalam, like Bikram Sarabhai, like Homi Bhabha. All the scientists have contributed immensely. But we don't know about, for example, this particular woman who has contributed also in many aspects. In this context only, when I search deeper into it, I find that she is the first woman who got the Doctor of Science. And she was a student of Professor P.C. Ray, who is considered to be the father of Indian science, especially the chemistry that we study. And she has been awarded with many awards, including the Shantisagar Bhatnagar Award. But we don't know them at all, because we typically get, and they get once in a while, and we don't see them frequently, so we tend to forget them. But they are the first one. Remember that they did most of the work almost pre-independence, starting pre-independence and then going all the way till the time our country got independence. I think she passed away recently, something around 2004 or 2005. Here is another woman. When you look at carefully, her name is Kadambini Bose Ganguly. She is the one who studied the Western medicine. After the Andaman Joshi, who I mentioned, she's another woman who got into and studied into the Calcutta Medical College to become a doctor. And these are all unheard things when you start look at the year when you think of. It is very, very long ago when things are not that simple to start with. When we talk about serendipity, we always talk about Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin, but we never talk about this particular woman who also discovered something very remarkable through our strategy of finding the pollen grains for a common plant that you see it in the field can grow another plant. So she is from the plant biology, and she has contributed immensely, especially in the University of Delhi on the plant biotechnology. So this is somebody named Sipra Guha Roy, who we should also know when we talk about serendipity. So some cases we discuss some concepts in science, and there are contribution has happened, but we never acknowledge them. So therefore we don't know them. So from now onwards, when I understood all this, when I talk about serendipity, and serendipity is a very important thing in science because you get many things serendipitously, meaning randomly you are not searching, but you got it. And you got it because you are working hard on it. It doesn't happen just because you are searching it. So somebody got it through pollen grains, and pollen grains is important because it contains haploid, meaning only 50% of the chromosomes. It doesn't contain the full set of the chromosome. So this is a discovery which has happened completely in a chance manner, the serendipity, meaning in a chance manner. When you look into this particular woman, her name is Darshan Ranganathan. Now, we do in the quiz for our student, and we don't give the name of the scientist, and most of the time students have no understanding about this particular person. She has contributed immensely in the bioorganic chemistry, especially the peptide chemistry and biopolymers. Few of her book recently came up, but never got really that much of attention that somebody deserves. Like, for example, there are many scientists who has come before her who actually did a lot of work on the peptides, but her work was never been really highlighted in that manner. And I'm sure you know about her, and I'm sure many people have written about her, and I'm sure that you know many attributes of her. So one of the attributes that she has is that she is a double Nobel laureate, which means she got 2 Nobel Prizes, and one in physics and one in chemistry. And it never happened something like that, somebody is getting Nobel Prize in 2 different disciplines. And this is Madame Curie. Madame Curie never had a formal education because that time the women were not allowed to go to the colleges. She was able to do that, and she came up with that idea of radioactivity, which comes out from the elements, and for which all the nuclear fusions and the fissions that we talk about is there. She discovered 2 different elements, and she essentially died by cancer, leukemia. When her notebook was found, still today, it shows the radioactivity, because radioactivity decay dies very, very slowly, and her notebook still contains that. So you can imagine how much of commitment and dedication somebody should have, then only that, whatever she is touching, especially it is getting into her notebook as well. So her contributions are highlighted, but she was not initially given that much of importance until especially the Curie family has all got one Nobel Prize. Marie Curie, her husband got a Nobel Prize, and daughter, Elizabeth Curie, she also got another Nobel Prize in there. So they're like a Nobel laureate family, but we don't know the starting point. The starting point is the Madame Curie, who actually made all these things happen. When I look into her work, it is also very interesting because similar time, another male was awarded Nobel Prize for the nuclear fission. But she was one of the key founder who got this nuclear fission idea. And she is considered to be one of the first female physics professor in Germany. So something, even in Germany, it is also not very popular that the women will be in the discipline of science and will be in the faculty member. So there is a lot of struggle involved, especially when you look into their career. But if you look into their work, they're remarkable because you start with these complex molecules and then you hit with a very high energy neutron, and that give rise to bombardments and the fission. This whole idea is one of her idea as well. But somebody else got the recognition, but she did not really got that. And this story is even more dramatic now, if you really read any of them, is because of her contributions in the DNA that we all have in our body. And her structure, which is called the photo 51, is the one that gives rise to the structure of DNA as a double helix. The point of all these things is to show you that the legacy of every woman start with one and it goes to another direction for various reasons. She died before the Nobel Prize was given. So she died at the age of 37 in 1958, where the Nobel Prize was given in 1962. So she died before that, but she was also one of the key contender for the Nobel Prize for the discovery of DNA double helix. And this is something remarkable because if you look at the structure of the DNA, till today it stands wherein it is a double helix structure, and this was proposed by Francis and Crick. So it was all Watson-Crick structure. Francis Crick proposed it, and the Watson, it seems, was involved in getting that photograph from the Rosalind Franklin. And Rosalind Franklin was having that structure, which she was able to get good diffraction data from which the structure was solved. So therefore, a key information that leads to a particular type of discovery should be awarded similarly the same name and fame, but it did not happen. And Nobel Prize is normally not given to dead people. So if somebody dies, you cannot get the Nobel Prize. So posthumous Nobel Prize are not given. So sometimes people say that to get a Nobel Prize, you have to live longer. If you just live shorter, you may not get it. And unfortunately, she died younger and she did not get it. Till today, if you open any of it, they are all discussing about the amount of role that she played, and many books have come out after that that leads to the discovery. And they call it very important because not every discovery that we have has changed the paradigm. The DNA structure is one such, which actually made the huge change. I am sure you know few of them. You may not know few of them, but few of them are very, very popular. Like Kalpana Chawla, for example, is very popular, and they have contributed in different facets. I talked about her in the beginning, this Andi Gopal Joshi. She studied in the Western medicine that I was telling you. But the point of this is, you see the facets that we're discussing, and they sort of try to keep a legacy. Legacy is nothing but the trail. You keep it for others to follow. But when you become the first, it's always the tough. If you look at now, for example, for any new thing that you try to do, whether you want to set up your small lab or you want to start your own building, you have to start from a scratch. And these people, not only that they had a problem of starting from scratch, but at the same time, they also had this problem of not being given the opportunity. So if you have a double problem where you are not getting the resource and you are not given the opportunity, how do you then still do it? And they were able to show that many cases, without giving much opportunity, without being able to give much resource, they're still able to bring the trail. And that is for us to follow, for you to follow, because these are all role models. The trailblazers are nothing but role models, that if you adopt any of them, if you take any of their life, it will create a deep impact on you. Now, every time if you look for a role models, your role models are all there. You need to find which role models you can connect with. And these are the few role models I have put up. And there are many role models that we cannot really carry on, because there are many women who contributed. I wanted to show you at the end where we are going with it. But the challenge for all these things is there are many role models that will come. And these are the role models who have come and left a print and went off. Now I want to bring few role models, new role models who are sort of alive and they're still doing it as we speak. So for example, this particular woman, her name is Caroline Bertozzi. I'm sure you may have heard or may not have heard, but she's one of the Nobel Prize winner in chemistry. And very recently, a couple of years ago, I think 2022, it's mentioned there, she got a Nobel Prize on the idea of this chemistry that she has developed with this particular fragments that we call triazoles, which is having 3 nitrogens in the molecule. And this reaction happens between 2 partners, which is one is an azide and one is an alkyne, and then you make them to click. And it's called click because you sort of trap and make only one molecule, which is given here. And the molecule is very powerful because azides and alkynes are not there in the biology. If you look into any molecules, especially nucleic acids, amino acids, lipids, they don't have those reactive handles like azides or alkynes. So she was able to use those reactive handles and make a triazoles out of it, and that give rise to so many new chemistry, and that chemistry is called bioorthogonal chemistry. What is a bioorthogonal chemistry means? It is orthogonal to the biology, meaning that whatever reaction happens in the biology is not being explored here. Why you need that? Because that helps you to label things very specifically. It's like a tag. If you have a particular tag that you want to put into the cell, you need to really use a different chemistry. So her chemistry is actually this one, which is coming from the 8-membered ring between the azide and alkyne. So if you have an azide and alkyne, that can give rise to this specific chemistry. So she created this and actually got a Nobel Prize out of it, along with 2 more other scientists. And one of them got a double Nobel Prize called Sharpless. So she is one of the key Nobel Prize winner, and she's alive. And another person called Katalin Kariko, and I'm sure you know COVID vaccine that we have taken. We may not have taken the same COVID vaccine because there were 2 vaccines going on. One was mRNA vaccine, one was the dead virus vaccine, which was come from the Bharat Biotech. She developed the mRNA technology vaccine. If you go into her history, the Katalin Kariko, she was denied the lectureship positions in the universities. She was not allowed to really do any work, but she was still interested to pursue this idea of using mRNA to actually develop a vaccine in this case. And she was awarded Nobel Prize in 23 in physiology and medicine. So these are all recent people. So if you look into the title that I was putting you as a trailblazer, which is nothing but role models of then, meaning the old ones, and then now, which is in the present. The future belongs to you. So the future part I did not really wanted to touch. Instead, I just want to talk about then and now. The then I told time and again, and I gave so many examples of then. Similarly, now there are many examples. I'll come to that now part. But before that, I just wanted to give an emphasis on you. Search a role model which fits you. That give rise to the empowerment in you. You don't need to do anything else for the empowerment. If you have a role model who has, let's say, gone into cracking an exam, NET exam, which our chief guest was talking about today. You take about any exam which somebody else has done, then that gives you the confidence to follow that path. So all you need is a role model. You don't really need any other things. Finding role model is hard because sometimes role model could be your mother, role model could be your cousin, role model could be your elder sister. Whoever is your role model, find that. adopt that policy of introducing it? Why do you think somebody in your own family will see that the siblings, the both sisters or brothers, sisters, they will tend to go to the same place. They will tend to do both engineering or both MBBS doctor. The reason is you can follow it easily. Somebody has already done and left a trail. And once it is done and left a trail, it becomes easy for you to follow. So similarly, these people have done that, and their discovery essentially leads to the nucleobase modification to get the COVID-19 vaccine, which you all got benefited by. So this is a famous picture. I'm not sure you know it or not. It seems that the left one who is carrying that is APJ Kalam. I did not check it. People say that, but I really don't know. But now we have moved from there to here, where we're talking about Chandrayaan launch and then Mangalyaan launch and all. In this launch, when I was looking into carefully who were the people involved from ISRO doing it, and as I find that here is an woman who is doing it. Not only, I just picked only one. I'm sure there are many. And I'm just highlighting it because many times when you launch something or you do something remarkable like Chandrayaan 3, we still don't highlight them. I have not heard about Ritu Katyal before. I mean, before I started working on it, I did not know about it. So in other words, I have heard about Chandrayaan 3, but I have not heard about Ritu Katyal. It is very bad of us that we don't really highlight the people who were deeply involved in doing such things. It seems she's an aerospace engineer. And at the same time, she has this Mangalyaan mission now, which is going on. And she's in the deputy operation director. So this exact role, I don't know, the deputy operation director, this exact role, I don't know, but she was one of the key person involved in doing that. So such times we have remarkable work happening, but in the background, we don't know them who actually did it. So there are faces like this who we should follow, whom we should adopt. Otherwise, those people will never be highlighted in any way. And I'm sure you have seen this many times. Even our Prime Minister was talking about it other day during the launch of STAKE, which is there is a huge research fund that we are going to get. During that time, Prime Minister is talking about this particular event. So it has to be something remarkable that we have won something like that. But if the same thing happens on the main World Cup, I know what happens in the street of Mumbai or in Bangalore. But nothing such happened in this case. So we are also responsible for many times when things happens. We saw in Oman case, this thing is happening. In the main case, we treat different. So there's this differential treatment is there. But then how do you eliminate it? It's not to say that we should not celebrate men's one, but then we should celebrate on the women's. It's not like that. Both should be treated equally when the quality is that much. If the quality is not there, then you cannot. See, the idea for the woman empowerment is if the woman is equally capable, which they are, they should be given equal opportunity. That's the point. Now, if you simply want to take the opportunity and don't do something, then the same is applicable to men also. You get the opportunity, but you don't do something. So then that also leads to disparity and differential treatment. Few cases, I had some videos and all, I cannot play much. Not every time you can have human beings for role models. You can have books also for role models. You can search them inside there. So I highlighted few books, which is right there in front of you. Few are easily available, few you can get it. This idea of the Vigyan Vidushi, which is nothing but women scientists, they are there everywhere. You have to search them. And Vigyan Prashar is one of the group of people who works on such kind of science communication. Similarly, recently one book is written by Anand Ranganathan, who is the son of Darshan Ranganathan, whom I was showing you. And he wrote a book on forgotten heroes. Although the word hero doesn't mean that women are not part of it. So sometimes we distinguish that also as a gender way, but that is not correct in certain cases. Maybe gender-wise is okay, but in terms of doing the work, there are many women heroes also, which have done remarkable work. And he has recently published, maybe 3-4 months ago, this particular book has come. I have that book, and this book is free. This one I don't have it yet, but I have seen the glimpses of the book. Recently, I went to one program for IIM Bangalore, which is there in the Bangalore, and it's a remarkable management institutions, and they give many leadership programs. And side by side, when the program is going on, this particular program was also running, called the Women Entrepreneurship Programs. They're called, it runs under this cell called NSR cell, where it's the mandate is to basically empower women to take up entrepreneurial skill, like starting a startup, for example. And right here, it happens in Bangalore. And many of the women are, I'm sure many of you are eligible to apply, and many of you are interested to apply. You should check this website, and it's meant for you only. And they have recently trained some 10,000 women. That was the event they were doing it. And the idea is to, they give you the training, the leadership quality, the managerial skill, the kind of resource you need to essentially uplift yourself and to go further down the road. So this is my effort, which I have done in my own university. This was the event that we did it in the beginning of this year, in the month of February, which is funded by the Royal Society of Chemistry. And the mandate is you have to bring class 9 students to the university campus and keep them for 3 days and give them everything, and they will get the feeling of the university. That's the mandate. But in the mandate, there is this provision of keeping almost 50-50 ratio of women and men, meaning boys and girls in this case. So I was able to bring almost 80 kids in the university with 40 girls and 40 boys. And we were very impressed with few of the girl students, and there were so much incisive questions they were asking than the boys. So in other words, why did they select class 9? Because the class 9 is a time that you decide what to study in your PU. At that time, you decide, shall I go to commerce, arts, or science? And this is done by Dr. Yusuf Hamid. Yusuf Hamid is a general director or a managing director of CIPLA, a company called CIPLA. He funds that project through RSC, Royal Society of Chemistry. And therein we brought them, and we had a lot of fun interacting with them. All my students, and mostly my students in the university where I'm from Bangalore University, we have almost 85 to 90% girl students. And they were so active on those 3 days to work with those kids for the whole 3 days. They were there on the Friday. They came on Thursday evenings, because they came from around areas like Kolar, Chikbalapur, Chintamani, and also few from Srinivasapura. So all those district I try to cover. Mainly the government school kids, to bring them, to give them the flavor of science. Who knows that one of them is a Marie Curie there? Nobody knows. Who knows one of them is Asima Chatterjee there? We don't know. So the challenge is, if you really identify the talents in the beginning, then you can really push them to the direction that you want. Sometimes things work, sometimes things doesn't work. But we should give them the opportunity. There's the challenge. And most of them came from rural schools. They have never seen a chemistry lab. That was the first time they have seen the chemistry lab. And they have done some experiment. It was not a lecture-based workshop. It was mostly done by doing experiential. They have to do experiments. So they are doing many such experiments in there. These are only few pictures I had, and my students prepared some reports. From there only I got it. I mean, we have many such. This is my another effort that I'm doing in the university, in our department, along with the students, under the guidance of our chairman, wherein we bring these newsletters in a year 2 times, and we bring different facets of the chemistry. Because it's a chemistry department, we talk about the women empowerment. So I was looking through, am I doing something on that line? And it is unconsciously that I did it. It's not that I was planning for it. So the trailblazer idea actually came from there. And then we have looked into few scientists, including Marie Curie. So this is the Marie Curie's picture, which is shown when Marie Curie was baby. And I could not find any picture of Marie Curie where Marie Curie is smiling, because Marie Curie is always very grumpy in her face, and that shows that she was been tortured and many people have abused, so she was not having any smile in her face. Only in the childhood it was there. So I got that picture. Then these are the recent one. I talked about just Asima Chatterjee. I did not talk about Kamala Soini. She is also another remarkable woman. My student identified those. I have given them a little bit of guidance. They picked up, and we have written this newsletter and published also. It is online versions are also there, called Rasayanika. This is given by my student. The name is given by them only. My job is very simple. I just have to guide them, and they build this, and we have published 2 so far in a year. We started this initiative last year around the same time, last November. We published 1 more. I don't have those information, so I did not really put it in here. But there also we have identified these Bigyan Vidashis. Who are the Bigyan Vidashis that we really look for? How much time more I have? So I'm coming almost like a few more slides left, and if you have any questions, I can go for, I can stop and go further, or I will go further. What should I do? Go further, finish it, done, right? So here is my research lab. So I have set up a small research lab, and my first PhD student who finished 2 years ago, she actually got one project called Woman Scientist under the DST, wherein if you have a break in your career, meaning that you got married or after your MSc you could not continue, you can come back to the system, wherein they provide a fellowship for you. So my first student was that. She actually did her MSc sometime around 2008 or 9, then got married, and then joined me in 2016, almost after 8 years of break. And then she got that project under the Woman Scientist category. Unfortunately, that project is not there now. So it is there, but in a different format. It is not the same, that breaking the career format. So she was my first student, and she set up all those things in the beginning, because I had nothing. I had like this way of auditorium. Everything is empty. So you have to start putting things, and women are good at that. They know if you give them something, they know where to put, how to put. You don't know that. So all I need to do is to bring those equipments for my research grants. Luckily, I got few grants. I was just pushing in, and then I got 1 more student. So 2 of them set up the research labs. And a few work I do on the side for the teaching purposes. I write a little bit on the chemistry world, and I also involve in some online tools. The trailblazer idea I was giving you, there are many. I did not cover all of them, and few of them you can recognize. Few of them you may not recognize. People talk about Sudha Murthy being entrepreneurial, and she is doing it now. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw in the same way. So there are many, and I have covered only few. And if you search any of them, I'm sure you will have a role model. The challenge is which role model you want to take and which one you want to see. And this is just a snapshot of it. And from there, we have taken few and made some pamphlet type in our department, wherein it is there in almost every corridor that we sit, to highlight this fact that there are many women scientists and they are contributing immensely. It's not that when you talk about women empowerment, it's not that the men are not doing. Again, I have to repeat the same thing. Women empowerment means we have to give them same opportunities that men gets, and they are equally talented. They should be able to do things. That's the whole point. So these are all trailblazers. These are all role models. You can pick up any of them. I have chosen few of them in a way. It is coming from that Bigyan Vidashi's book. Most of them are sort of alive, and few of them are not. So the future, if you think, the future is you for the trailblazers. but you have to look at what then people have done, which is the past, and what the present people are doing, which is the now, and what you are going to do is the future. So take those things both into account and see how you can connect them, how you can connect the then and now to really make it worthwhile. Yeah, I think I'm almost through. The pathway for this, which our chief guest keynote speaker was also mentioning, the 2047, the target that we have set. So it will not possible without women empowerment. That I can tell you right now, whether we follow it or not. And I just put it up saying that it is a must, not should. We have to do. How do you do is the way. So one of the way that these organizers put up one conference of women empowerment, and the idea is that if you empower them, if you give them the same opportunity, many new talents will come up. And so with that, I think I'm almost end. Yeah, so thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, especially the organizers, that I have been able to show you the snippet of it. I can address any queries you may have now or later on, but feel free.
So thank you for once again sharing your valuable experience and providing such a clear. So now I would like to hand over the stage to the Dr. Vidyasagar sir.
Okay, we'll start now. Let him connect it. I'm audible without mic. Without mic, I'm audible. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, for that one. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. It's a lunch time. I know everybody's stomach is doing toko and all. But looking at the audience, I may feel that already women are empowered. Look at the strength of girls and the boys ratio. How many of you interested in chemistry? Really, you got admitted for the chemistry? Please raise your hand. Really interested in chemistry and got the seat? PPT, it is PPT. How many of you? See. Really, and the remaining? Just for the degree sake. See, look at the strength. You are all empowered. You are getting education. Okay. Empowerment is not getting education. After education, what you do, that matters a lot. Education, everybody is getting, education is everybody's right also. Okay. Now almost 90% girls I'm seeing, but hands are very less. Till here, till PG, you're all equal, treated as equal. All are getting education. But after this and after the marriage, what you do, that matters a lot. How many of you want to go to job after marriage? After marriage. But I got less hands when I asked about how many of you interested in chemistry. But job-wise, many hands are. It's okay, no problem. So I would like to thank the organizers for organizing the wonderful workshop. Where it is? No. Can I WhatsApp it? WhatsApp it. Sorry, unfortunately, it's not getting open. I thought of taking my laptop. Open idea. So, being a chemist, it is very difficult to give justice to the title Women Empowerment in Digital India 2047. When Ramesh sir called me and told you have to give talk on women empowerment, I thought how I can just give justification to the title, because my research field is entirely different. What I teach is different, and today speaking is different. Then Ramesh sir told, okay, you speak chemistry only. But later I thought that if I speak chemistry, I cannot completely give justification to the workshop or title. So I prepared some slides right from the ancient time. So looking into the ancient time, how women were there. Okay, our rivers names are women name. Our goddess are women. In ancient India, the function started with the name Jyoti. Name is called women. In ancient India, the kings were giving so much respect to the women, and they did puja also. Everything they used to do, and they took a property conversion also after the death of king. So many queens took the charge in empire. Okay, and they were in the reading, and they were in the writing of Vedas, Upanishads, scriptures, everything. Okay, connected? Huh? Downloading. Okay. So without slide, I cannot speak because I'm not speaking chemistry. So okay, we'll wait bear for 2 minutes. Let me ask one question. I asked after marriage, how many of you want to do jobs, really? So women empowerment starts after marriage. I will give you an example. In my lab also, research lab also, one lady is there, JRF student. She is a PhD student. She was carrying 7 months. Till then she came to lab to work till 7 o'clock. See the dedication after the marriage. And next month she is going to submit the thesis. So I thought, and in Mexico also when I was working, I felt the same thing. In my lab, another one lady was there, Abigail. She was also carrying, she used to come to lab and she was working till 9 o'clock night. She has two babies also. While coming, she left her children to school. She used to come to lab. Then while going back, pick them up and going to the home. See the dedication. It's not that the foreign girls or women are empowered, Indian girls are not empowered. It's not about the woman. Woman has a capability to do anything. But thing is, the men should give some space. That's why I told after the marriage is very important. How many of you will support their wives to go for job? Raise your hands. See, women empowerment, we are talking about women empowerment, giving lectures on lectures day by day and day. But no one is ready. Because women are meant to look after the family, look after the parents, look after the children, everything. But one of the US research center told that women has a capability to do multitask. Simultaneously, she can do both work, but men cannot do. Men can handle only one situation at one time, but women can handle two situations simultaneously, like quantum chemistry. Electron, Schrodinger wave equation, electron may be there or here or wave or particle. The same thing, dual nature. But you should make use of women. See, one more example I'll tell. ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೀಜ ಆಗೋ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಜೋರಾದ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಗಾಳಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೀಜಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಉದುರೋಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಸೀಡ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಡ್ಸು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯೂ 2% ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ವಿಮೆನ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಡೂ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್. ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಮೋರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ and more opportunity to the women. That is the main idea. Iದೇನು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ? I should have got the laptop. Download ಆಗಿದೆ. Shall I connect the mobile otherwise? Mobile connect ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? Sorry for the inconvenience. I thought the projector will be there and I can connect the pen drive, but pen drive is not getting open. Thank God in WhatsApp I took and came. Safer side. What's happening? The same pen drive, no? Yes, sir. But it is not getting open. No, I grabbed it. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you for the crew. Now you made my day, I think. Full screen, it will come? No? It's okay. No, full screen may I get? It is open in PDF, na? Okay, it's okay, leave it. Okay, leave it. No, you make it bigger. Little bit. It's okay, leave it. So we'll start now. I took the title Women Prominence in Science and Technology. Prominence is nothing but the role, what they had. But we'll start this side. Oh, it was is in a black. I made it in a yellow for the contrast. They cannot see, I think, now. So right from the ancient, I think you cannot see my slides. I think there you can see. Okay. So right from the ancient India, I told women had a rights of education, writing scripts, Vedas, Upanishads, everything. Taking a few names, Gargi was there, Achaknavi, she was a philosopher. I will read out so that you can see that. Maitra she is a scholar of Rig Veda. Lopamudra, Apsala, then Vispala. These are the names of women who were involved in the Vedas and Upanishads, writing and reading scriptures. The prominence area was leadership enhancement in the family and the spiritual things, the freedom to choose spouse. Swayamvara we tell na. In those days, women had a right to choose her spouse, but now it is not. Okay, the priority of rights, then I can see that. I also can't see that like that it is become. I made it in a yellow color. In medieval period, we don't know where it was disconnected. Completely male-dominated era came. Means the status of women declined due to invasions. Male-dominated structures came. Customs came, conservation, it came. The challenge of marriage was there in the middle era, and parda system was there, the curtain they put. Then sati practice, restriction of mobility of education. But yet many women achieved greater things, like Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, Raiza Sultan, she is the only woman of Delhi Sultanate, and Mirabai, Akamadevi, Bhakti saints, they are. Now it came. Hello. In modern India, some reforms took place, and even men supported women for those reforms. It took in 18th century to 20th century. Savitri Bai Phule, the first woman teacher, and she started the first girls' school in Pune. And Jyotiba Phule, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, these are the men who supported for widow marriage. Then Sati Paddhati and all. Then sir also mentioned that Anindi Bai Joshi, first Indian woman doctor. Pandit Ramabai, champion of widow education, supported widow people. The freedom movement took place, started. Women played a major role. Sarojini Naidu, Kasturiba Gandhi, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit, Usha Mehta. There are the key women who fought for the country. Then taking to the education wise, Savitri Bai Phule was a pioneering in Indian social reformer, educator, poet. She is widely regarded as India's first female teacher and a leading figure in the struggle of women rights and education. But key contribution of her is she started first girls' school in Pune, fought against caste discrimination, child marriage, untouchability, Then she started Mahila Seva Mandal, what we call Sri Shakti now, bring women from different castes together. Then set up a Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Graha, a shelter for widows and victims of abuse. Encouraged education for Shudras, anti-Shudras and other marginalized castes. And a powerful Marathi poet. If I come to the science and technology, many things already sir told that it is a repetition. So I took only science and technology in India, how they women did. So prominent Indian women in science and technology belongs Kadambini Basu Ganguly. She was the first South Asia's female physician graduate of the British Indian Empire. Annie Besant in her own book, she only wrote that praised Kadambini as a symbol that women's freedom will uplift India's womanhood. Then second one, Yiki Janaki Amal, first botanist and plant cytologist who contributed significantly to genetics, evolution, phytogeography and ethnobotany, awarded LLD by the University of Michigan. Then awards, she got a Padma Shri award. And Kamala, first Indian woman received PhD in any branch of science, discovered enzyme in potatoes called cytochrome C and explained in its role in plant respiration. Rajeshwari Chatterjee, she was the first woman scientist to pioneer in the field of microwave engineering and antenna engineering in India. And Darshana Ranganath, sir also already mentioned, she was a specialist in designing proteins to hold a wide variety of different conformations and designing nanostructures in those days. And Kiran Majumdar, everybody knows, she's the chairman and managing director of Biocon Limited. It's in Bangalore. And Asima Chatterjee, her research focused on natural products, medicinal chemistry. Chatterjee was successful in developing anti-malarial drug. And Dr. Indira Hinduja, very eminent scientist and doctor. She is an Indian gynecologist, the first Indian woman who delivered test tube baby in 1986. Then Tessie Thomas, one of the greatest woman, regarded as the missile woman. We call her a missile woman of India. She is the first woman scientist in the history of the country and lead the missile projects, many, and still now. Mary Ponan, first female Surgeon General in India. After post-independence, because of the constitution, many rights and the education, what they got women, was not completely furnished by men. So women gained a legal education and workforce rights because of the constitution. Key achievements were universal right to vote they got before they didn't have, equal rights in constitution, entry into education, administration and professions. Indira Gandhi is the first woman prime minister because of the constitution. Rise of women scientists, writers, sportsmen were started because of the constitution. When it comes to 21st century, modern era came, women are visible in every field now, achieving global recognition, prominence in multiple areas. Just for example, science and technology, Kiran Majumdar Shah, Tessie Thomas, Kalpana Chawla, Ritu Karidhal is there. In politics, Pratibha Patil, Sushma Swaraj, Nirmala Sitharaman. Sports, PV Sindhu, Mary Kom, Saina Nehwal, Hima Das, Sonia Koya. Corporate leadership, Indra Nooyi, Arundhati Bhattacharya, social activists, Sudha Murthy, Medha Patkar are there. But recent trends is also going on science, technology, engineering and medicine. In everything, women are there. The summary of this ancient, medieval and the modern 21st century era was in ancient India, high status was there for women, educated, philosophers they became, scholars they became. In medieval, we don't know, male dominated structure came, so decline due to socio-political factors. Few reforms, rules took place. In modern era, reawakening like Savitri Bai Phule started, education freedom struggled a lot. Post-independence, because of the constitution, constitutional rights, they got women entry into all fields, and 21st century empowered and leading and becoming icons in many sectors. So what about the middle class people when it comes to the women empowerment? Empowerment is nothing but the middle class people in India is a dynamic, evolving process reflecting the broader socio-economic changes in the country. This segment of the population, often characterized by the focus of education, career aspiration, and upward mobility, has seen significantly shift in the role of opportunities available to women. It doesn't mean that the whole of the life cycle approach in the middle class like this way. But we don't have money, we don't have the time to give women for her education, for her needs, for her wishes. So we are concentrating only on men. Still, till now, you can see that if the baby girl came means how you feel, and the boy took birth means how we feel. Okay, it is not, it's a inside, still it is inside, not outside. We don't express it outside, but inside it is there. All of you will dream for a boy only, not the girl. It is a real fact. Even you also may feel the same things. And few points are there where women can attain and thrive in the fields. Educational attainment of women, increasing access to education, particularly science in the mid and in 1990s. Middle class families increasingly prioritize the daughters' education, often sending them to universities and even higher studies abroad. This is opened doors to professional careers previously dominated by men. And the second one is economic independence. More middle class women are entering the workforce in diverse fields such as IT, healthcare, education, finance, and entrepreneurship. Economic independence provides them with a greater agency in household decisions, personal choices, and contributes to the family's financial well-being. And the third one is shifting social norms, taking care of families, children, parents side by side. While traditional values still hold sway, there is a gradual but noticeable shift. Accepts concepts like equal partnership in marriage, shared responsibilities, and women's right to pursue personal goals are gaining acceptance through often with internal family negotiations. The increased mobility and public presence. Middle class women today have a greater freedom to movement, are more visible in public spaces, and actively participated in social, structural, and civic activities. Access to information and technology. The digital revolution has empowered women by providing access to information, online learning platforms, networking opportunities, and a platform to voice their opinions. The last one is awareness of rights and legal framework. There is a growing awareness among middle class women about their legal rights concerning marriage, properties, and workplace safety, leading to better utilization of legal protections. Entrepreneurship. A rising number of middle class women are venturing into entrepreneurship, starting their own businesses, driven by innovation, passion, and desire for financial autonomy and flexibility. And sports and entertainment, representing nation in Olympics, World Cups, Commonwealth Games, and more, winning major titles in badminton, wrestling, boxing, tennis, athletics, and cricket, increasing participation in school level and university level sports and culture. Actually, women empowerment is for the village people. How to digitalize the illiterate woman is a challenging. That's why the gap between, I have written how to digitalize this side and illiterate woman that side. You can see the background image also. In a simple words, digitalizing illiterate women means giving them skills, tools, and confidence to use mobile phones, apps, payments, and online services even without reading or writing. How can we achieve those things? Illiterate women by giving voice-based learning, visual and symbol-based training, basic smartphone skills, digital literacy camps, financial digitalization, government and NGO support, safety and awareness. That's why government started a women-centric digital public infrastructure, DPI we call, so that you can download the apps and get to know the schemes for women. Digital literacy centers, digital identity solutions, e-governance services, safety apps. It means using digital tools like apps, ID system, online services, payment, helplines are to help a woman. We'll look into one by one. There are 14 schemes government has initiated for women. Women-centric digital, what I told, DPI schemes in India. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharata Abhiyan, where free digital literacy training for rural women can be conducted. Teachers' smartphone use and online services payments. And the second one, Digital Saksharata Abhiyan, basic computer and internet training they are giving. Special focus on women and marginalized groups like widows and all. And the DigiLocker, women can store certificates, many certificates, and they can access anywhere, anytime. Then UPI, Jan Dhan UPI integration helps women make digital payments easily without reading and writing. Also, they are doing Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm, everything. And E-Shrama portal, digital identity for unrecognized female workers, the labor workers who are there, getting them the identity, giving Aadhaar card and all. Then Poshan Tracker, digital system for Anganwadi workers, ensures nutrition tracking for pregnant women, new mother and children. Then PM Jan Arogya Yojana, digital health ID, women getting health ID and records. They can access the health records anywhere through the app. Then Mahila E-Hath, online marketplace for women entrepreneurs, help women sell products digitally. Now in Amazon and Flipkart also, you are getting the products, local products, no? They can sell it through the app. National Women Helpline, digital grievance system is there. SOS, you know that. Police and emergency apps are there for women. Nari portal provides related schemes, scholarships, jobs, and laws on digital platform. You can access easily. Free apps. Then Umang app, all government services in one place you get. Then Samartha program, women in IT and digital skills, trains women in coding, AI, digital marketing, and IT skills. One-stop centers, online support for women facing violence. You can grave the complaint through the spot only. The police or some lawyers may visit your home or somewhere. That is. Then digital empowerment under DAY NRLM. Digital banking, mobile-based bookkeeping helps rural women earn through digital platforms. So the 14 apps are compiled in one slide. What they give: access government services easily through the apps, improve digital literacy, strengthen safety and secure, get equal opportunities, participate more in the digital economy. So challenges to overcome by 2047. What are the challenges? Digital woman divide. So you have to bridge the gap between working woman and the village woman in terms of access, usage, and skills related digital technologies, particularly the internet and mobile phones. This divide is often more pronounced in developing countries and rural areas, and it intensifies existing socio-economic inequalities. Safety and security. A fear of online harassment, frauds, and digital exposure acts as a warning for many women and their families from embracing digital technologies fully. Infrastructure gaps, poor internet connectivity in the villages, lack of electricity and maintenance issues in rural, remote areas remain significant bottleneck to service delivery. Without development, women can never empower. Then language barrier. Many digital platforms and educational content are predominantly in English, limiting accessibility for women comfortable only with regional languages. So apps will be having different languages now. Care economy burden. The disproportionate burden means we have to pay them pension and the salary time to time so that she can empower easily for her needs. And when it comes to science and technology research, government has initiated many schemes for women, only for women. These for research, for PhD and postdoctoral. Government initiatives for promoting science among women. The scheme is Women in Science and Engineering. Kiran is there. Indo-US Fellowship for Women in STEM. STEM is Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics and Medicine. Vigyana Jyoti, Gender Advancement for Transferring Institution. SERB, Science Engineering Research Board, Power Promoting Opportunity for Women, National Award for Women Scientists, Women in Engineering, Science and Technology. These are the schemes. They give scholarship, fellowship to do PhD in research institutes. The summary of this talk is, by 2047, what we have to do is India aiming to create a nation where every woman is educated, safe, skilled, financially independent, digitally empowered, and socially respected. And she will shape the future of the nation as leading innovation entrepreneurs and change maker in the country, like Viksit Bharat, with the final quote, the measure of empowerment of any society is how we treat the women and our girls. Thank you. Michelle Obama, she is the wife of Barack Obama, the first Black American who revolutionized and she became a lawyer, first lawyer in the US. Thank you, one and all. I hope no doubts will come because it is one party. Any doubts? So whatever the schemes I told you, in your Google Play Store, you will get the apps. Even science and technology, what I told, if you go to the Science and Engineering Research Board, Department of Science and Technology, everywhere you go and search it, you will get the jobs, you will get the fellowships. Only thing is you are unaware of those things because your circumstance is not made for that. Looking at your faces and all, I thought that you are more interested in doing something, but you are not getting the opportunity in the department or in the university. That's how I feel. So giving you people opportunity means first it should be developed. University should develop, then only you will get the opportunity. Without development, women never empower. That is for sure. See, if you do international conference also, no use. If you do national conference also, no use. Like this, we will give lectures and we'll go. Thing is, you should get the opportunity and we should create the opportunity. That's it. Otherwise, you will be in danger. Thank you, one and all. Any doubts or queries regarding any government schemes and fellowships? No doubts? Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, Vidya Sagar sir has told all the opportunities for women. So, in all the sectors, what are all the government schemes are available to utilize for the women? So, I think you all might have seen the pictures. So, what are all, how many women? So many women utilized it and they came forward, say they improved themselves. So they are telling that you also utilize the schemes. Many government schemes are there for the women's. So our topic is apart from chemistry. So it is mainly for women's. So women's empowerment. So what are all the government schemes are there, and how the women can utilize it. So sir has given all the insights of that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vijay, sir. So now all can have a lunch session over there. So after that, please come back to the felicitation session. So first you have a lunch. You know the place, right? So near to that MSW department. I think MLIC classroom department is there, na? So their lunch session is there. So everyone gather there, and after having lunch, so please come to the felicitation session. Thank you.